Question 970. Ooh. I pressed the button first.
970. Ooh, that's an interesting number.
I know. Question 973. Have you ever named a pet after a real person?
I haven't personally, no. One that I can think of.
Sort of.
Did it have to be somebody I know?
Not necessarily.
So in other words, did I ever use an adult human's name for a pet?
Yes, but have you done
really
that because it's named after someone, or just because you like the name?
Oh,
that's the difference.
Oh, I understand.
Am I supposed to be the one that named it that, or can it be that I've gotten someone else named it that?
That can work, yes.
So I had a black Chow Chow named Obama because one of my neighbors was going to drown him because they didn't like Obama, and he was a black Chow Chow.
What?
I think my mum had a basset hound that I think she named after a footballer. So
I know a guy who once had a German Shepherd mix that named it Steve.
After?
I have no idea.
See, Aunt Jer says, does a fictional character count? A lot of our pets have been named after fictional characters. We had a Zev, a Leica, a Kai. They're all from Lex. Mathpig says, my dog's called Pothead after me. Does that count?
I did have a cat named Data because explaining why her name was Spot was going to be too annoying.
So
we had an Irish setter when I was a kid whose name was Brandy.
After stripper?
Well, I don't know. See, that my dad picked the name, so it could have been.
It was totally
after
a
stripper.
stripper.
Why not? B?
So growing up, my mother always yelled at us by using our first name and middle name. So when I got my cat, I named her Thalia, which is like, I don't know, goddess of light or dark, or I don't know. I always usually name my animals after gods, goddesses, mythological shit, right? So I went to yell at her, and it just seemed so blah. Like it needed a middle name. So yes, I'm turning into my mother. So I was trying to think of middle names, and my ex's middle name fits perfectly. So I used my ex's middle name, and I told her, she said, you used my middle name for a cat? And I said, yeah. I didn't use it for an asshole, at least. It was a good pet. So yeah, her middle name. Now, my baby boy, my daughter named him, so it's Jameson, after the liquor. But,
what mythology?
Yeah.
I like it.
No, wait a minute. What does your young daughter
I have a
know
good
about
kid.
Jameson?
What mythology?
Young? She's 29.
Oh.
She's just younger than her.
I was just thinking, say you've got a 7-year-old and the 7-year-old knows about Jameson.
Yeah.
It could be a problem in the household.
God, no, I wouldn't have kids in my 40s. Are you kidding me? I don't even want one anymore. I'm good. I had one. I did a good job. She's awesome. I'm done.
I have a friend who named her daughter Whiskey, and she's pissed off that people are judging her about it.
Oh, really? That is so stupid. God. Not her. People picking on her. That's just stupid.
I mean, she named her fucking kid Whiskey.
It's a pretty stupid name.
It is, but but she's mad because people are like weirded out by it. I'm like, well, you gave your kid a shit name. What do you expect?
Like Moonbeam or one of those.
That's your name. Jeff.
I think I answered this, didn't I?
Yes, but you kept deciding to say
It's all right. Doesn't matter.
Sammy.
Sort of. I had a dog I called Dealer.
Not Little Sammy.
No, not Little Sammy. Spelt like that, I just put in the chat. Deela. She cost me a bag of weed.
Buying a dog for weed cannot be a good sign.
Probably. Well, but he got a good dog out of it. And by the way, Dave,
awesome.
Jeff said his mom had a basset hound. So he did
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah,
You need to
no,
pay
I know he
attention.
answered. Right then. I'm trying to think.
Oh, you thought he was going to say something else.
Yes.
I get it.
So I have put something in the chat. It's up to you if you want to read it, though, Dave. But
If I get a pet spider, I'm calling him Dave. If you get a pet spider, you've got to call it Lucas.
Only if it's a cute
Lucas.
spider.
Only if it's a
Lucas,
cute
why?
spider. Because cute spiders are called Lucas. It's the law.
You don't-
No,
When we
had
get
this,
done with this, Jenny,
the
look
law.
up Lucas the spider.
Okay. I used to have this all-white
Yeah.
Alsatian, and she was a beautiful, wonderful dog. And I was in the car business at the time, and I named her Bosch. And I always wanted to get an all-black one, and I was going to name it Lucas. Now that's a car joke, so most people won't get it, but Lucas in the car
No, I
business,
get it.
Lucas is known as the Prince of Darkness. So.
Yeah.
Apparently Sarah is a good name for a spider. Starkey says, I had a dog named Betsy. A few years later, my dad cheated on my mum with a woman named Betsy. What are your current dogs named? I'd be worried. If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.